So in this video, I'm going to share one of my most beloved hobbies, which is journaling and crafting and junk journaling. And I'm going to go over 4 different journals and the supplies that I have with it. So the bulk of it will be my junk journal, but I'm so excited to share this with you. This has been a hobby that I've had since I was a child. So journaling and having a diary and stickers and pens, it's just something that I've naturally gravitated towards. But yeah, I just wanted to share something that is very meaningful to me. I'm excited to take you on this journey, and then I'm actually going to end with some journaling prompts as well as some quotes. So yeah, let's get to it. So the first journal that I want to talk about is my junk journal. This is I'm not sure what size, I'll look it up, but it's a much larger size notebook than I usually use. But I wanted to challenge myself and try a junk journal that was very large. So I'm going to open it up. This is my first spread. I'll just flip through the spreads pretty quickly. But what my friend and I do every month, we have a crafting day and we do our junk journal spreads. But for now, I'll show you my first spread. And it was about this LACMA event that we went to in February. Here is another spread. This one was based on a 5K that my friend and I went to, as well as a stationery store I went during a run club, which was very fun. This one is one of my more recent ones. Very chaotic spread, but it's about book club and run club as well. This one is my most recent spread that I haven't done, but for this one I will incorporate pictures. So I do have a very difficult time filling up the pages just because they're so big, and I noticed that I actually don't collect a lot of junk, and that's why I'm kind of leaning towards pictures and stickers and doodling. But it's still really fun to stretch myself creatively and see what I come up with. That's my junk journal. I carry this around with me when my friends and I go to cafes. The next thing I have for my junk journal supplies is my toolbox. So my toolbox is very important to me because this is where all of my crafting tools go, and I use it at home. I use it when I go out to journal, but I'll go ahead and open it. It's really messy. I didn't really want to organize it. I just wanted to show how it usually looks, and I'm also very lazy. I have so many things in here. I'll just go through it. So I usually have glue tape in here. Kind of need more. I have regular clear tape, which I don't use for junk journaling, but I use when I'm at home. 2 scissors, just because since I do craft with my friend. And fun fact, this red one I've had since elementary school. So it's lasted like 25 years maybe. So that's kind of crazy. An eraser, pencil. I have a binder clip. I just have it in case I have a bunch of sticker books that I want to clip together. Washi tapes, and I'm not really big on washi tapes yet. I'm still figuring out how to use them. E6000 glue. This is more so for crafting. Regular glue sticks, which I actually really like, sometimes more so than glue tape. Glue tape is a little difficult. Oh my gosh, I just have multiples of everything. And okay, this is turning into an organization video. More glue. Okay, I have a couple pens in here. And then I also have regular pens in case I don't trust someone. These random metallic markers that my friend gave me. I just wanted to swatch it in my junk journaling book. And that's it for my toolbox. The next item is a new item, and it's an acrylic marker set. I'm going to go ahead and open them up. And it comes with 48 markers. I think I've already lost one. Look, it comes with so many pretty colors, and honestly, I think I've used all of them, or I've at least tried out all of them, but I like the range in this. My friend was saying she likes how it has primary colors as well as additional ones, because she's bought marker sets that have really pretty colors, but then she realizes she doesn't have red or black or yellow, so I really like these, and they're so opaque. I've never used acrylic markers before, so this is a very good addition to my junk journal supply. Next up are my stickers. So I had this A5 ring binder for a while now, but I haven't really used it. But I saw that some people have these organization pockets for the ring binder, and this is where I keep all of my stickers. These are the sticker swatches or labels for the markers. Random stickers, and I've just stuck everything in whatever pouch possible. I have letter stickers, pearls. Just do a quick flip through. These are postcards. I was really into 17 in 2020, so I still have that. And I have random pockets I haven't filled yet. I also have the paper that came along with this notebook. It's really nice to cut it up. And in the back, I've just stuck a lot of random papers and letter paper. There's this really cute one I got in Korea. It's cats and space. I love space and cats and music. Awesome. And I also have bits of watercolor paper. It feels like cardstock, so it's nice to have just in case. And those are for my loose stickers and sheets. Next up, I bought random sticker books from Amazon, and this first purple one is one of my favorites. It has a lot of impressionist art stickers, and I love the way it looks in journals. So as you can see, this is very well loved. And it also has paper of random art, which is so nice to have in spreads. I am running out, so I think I'm gonna need a new pack, but I'm trying to be mindful and I want to use as many of the stickers as possible. And then this one kind of surprised me because it's more of a vintage aesthetic, and it is such a nice set to have because it's not my usual style, because sometimes I need darker colored stickers or something to contrast the stickers that I already have. So this is helpful. One last sticker book I have is this random sticker book I found in our garage. I think it was one of my friends, and it's just sitting there collecting dust, so I took it with permission, and it's so cute. It has things like unicorns, good vibes. I definitely don't use these type of stickers, so I'm thinking of giving most of it to my niece, but what I do like, and I'll probably pick out, is it has good lettering. So these letters are super cute. Yeah, it has a good selection of letter stickers that I'll probably pull out. This next one I'm really excited about, but I got a photo printer. I've been wanting one for the longest time. I'm just going to show you. This is the size of the photo, and it's very cute. And you peel off this top right here, and it's great to go either in my traveler notebook or my junk journal. I haven't printed too many photos yet, but I like it so far. Also, I was honestly swayed by the aesthetics of this because I really like purple. And yep, it's definitely purple and very cute. One of my next items is my stamps. I also got this off of Amazon. It's this set of capital letters. These are typewriter style, so capital letters and lowercase letters, as well as some punctuation. It came with, I think, 3 stamp pads, so I don't carry the red and the blue one with me. I just carry the black one. And I honestly love these stamps so much. I've used it in so many spreads, in my small notebooks, my big notebooks, and I just love the look of it. Definitely very handy. And last but not least is my junk. I keep them in 2 places. This box, it's the box where my notebooks that I order from Etsy come from. I highly recommend this brand. It's called Occasional Moto, and I just put random junk that I remember in this box. There's not much junk in here because I'm really bad at collecting junk, so it's just my fountain pen packaging. And then this bag, I transfer everything that I have in this box into this clear plastic bag, and then I bring it with me on my craft days. Next up is my traveler's journal in an A6 size and my first hobonichi weeks. For these two, I got these pretty recently, so the systems that I'm using, I'm testing out, but so far I really like it. I think I've had these 2 notebooks for at least 3 weeks now. And I'll start off with a hobonichi, just because for this one, my only supplies is literally my pen. I got a little cover to go with it, I got this on sale at Amazon for $16 because it's a January start and I bought this in June or July. And honestly, I just wanted to test out this format. I didn't really care much about the dates or the design on the notebook. And plus, I do like the blue of the notebook. I think it's cute. It looks very vintage. But yeah, I just wanted to see if I could use this as my daily planner. And it's been really nice, especially I've been testing out bringing it out with me. It's so easy to slip into a purse because of how thin it is. So far, I really like this. And it's one of my weekly daily journals or notebooks that I use a lot. Moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and share what I use for my traveler's notebook. So for this one, this is new to me as well. I got the cover off of Etsy and the inserts from Etsy. And so on the side, I have a safety pin with some charms. And this is because I actually wanted these charms to go right here where I see the girlies put it. But I've been scratching this traveler's notebook so much, so I kind of don't want to do that. I'm getting irritated with the scratches, and I know that's just part of leather, but it's such a pretty red. I want to keep it that way. Okay, because I'm new at this, binding these into the traveler's notebook has been such a pain, and I don't really know how to do it right. And to be fair, I used rubber bands for half of them because I didn't want to buy the extra string that it should come with. So I have 4 notebooks in total. So the first one is a brainstorm journal. I have a lot of brain dump, random things in here, random thoughts. The second one is more of an art one. So here's a sketch of my sweet mother buying matcha. I buy her matcha every weekend. And here's a spread. This is actually my receipt from Jet Pens, and this was on the receipt, which I thought was really funny. The third notebook is where I write things that I learn about in random places. So I watch a lot of YouTube. I watched the video on Sanzo Wada and the Japanese color dictionary. And I thought that was really cool, and I like putting quotes in here. I also watched a video on ancient voyagers. I watch a lot of National Geographic documentaries. I put it on in the background. I'm not actively listening all the time, but it's nice to learn things sometimes. And one of the things I learned is Taiwan is the origin of Austronesian languages. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. And it doesn't have to be educational videos. Sometimes I'll write down random stuff. So, for example, it says Whittier, California was founded by Quakers. I didn't know that. And I forgot where I learned that, but I wrote that down. And one last thing is I was watching clips of Deadliest Catch, and I didn't realize that Coast Guards do sea audits. So they literally go onto the boat and they check if they have all of the necessary items, like a ladder, the documentation, and I work in compliance, so I thought that was hilarious that they do that on boats. Last notebook, I won't show too much, but these are my thoughts. This is different than my morning pages because morning pages is stream of consciousness for a long time. But for the last one, it's just random thoughts I have throughout the day that don't necessarily need an entire sit down. I love it. I love carrying it around with me. It's so much fun. I can't wait to keep filling this up. Now, my traveler's notebook, I do have a couple more supplies with it compared to my hobonichi. So the most important ones, of course, are the pens that come with it. I'll go ahead and share. So these are the pens that I have. I have this Muji compact pen that my friend gave me while she was in New York, and I really appreciate it. There are no in-person stores here, but they do have in New York, and this fits so well in my purse as well as with my traveler's journal. Yeah, so I usually have it slipped in like this, and it is so nice to have. And I opened it up because I was curious how much ink is in here. I was like, it's such a small pen, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of ink. Girl, there's a lot of ink in here, so I'm pretty excited. And I think this is a better pen to have rather than carrying around my fountain pens, just because fountain pens cost a lot of money, so I don't really want to lose that. And then I got my first fountain pens recently because the algorithm is doing its thing. So the first one I have is the Kakuno Pilot Kakuno. I have not used this one yet. I just unboxed it, but I'm so excited to use it. I have noticed that the fine size of this one is thicker than the Kaweco. Or is it Kaweco? Kaweco? Yeah, so I'm gonna open this one. I've already used it in my traveler's notebook, and I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to carry this outside. because it's a $30 pen and that's kind of steep, so I don't really want to lose it. I love it so much. It's so tiny and so cute, and I got the little clip. Oh, whoa, I didn't know it goes that deep. Okay, I got the little clip for it, and it's so cute and so classy, and I feel so fancy while using it, but I do like to write cursive while I'm using this. It just feels disrespectful not to for some reason. But yeah, so I'm so excited, but I got 2 fountain pens. I'm a real stationery girly now. This is so exciting. The next items are pretty random, but I guess not that random, but I also got these ink cartridges from Jet Pens when I got my fountain pens, just because I do not want to deal with the bottles of ink yet. So luckily, this one has pink, teal, blue, red, and brown, and there's 20 cartridges in total, so it should last me a while. Okay, this is new. So I've had this watercolor set for a very long time, but I don't really use it because I'm not someone that watercolors much. But I've seen people have those really, really cute tiny watercolor sets, and I don't need to buy another one. So I got this. And then last, I kind of want to carry this really tiny glue tape around with me in my purse just in case I want to stick things into my traveler's notebook. But I'm still debating because having all of these items in a purse is very unrealistic. So usually I just try to carry these two max, and sometimes I'll drop one of them if I can't bring it with me realistically. But yeah, that was it for my traveler's notebook stuff. So exciting. Okay, so this is my morning pages notebook, and it's very cute. It's very colorful. I actually don't like the cover anymore. I was going for something very colorful, and it's not really my style. But I started doing morning pages after being inspired by a couple YouTubers and one of my friends who actually does it. So this tab right here, I open up to the new page. I don't really want to show you what I've written on here, but it's super satisfying seeing so much written down. I've only done it for a week, and I'm going to have an update later on. It's just an old notebook that I am now turning into my morning pages. So the next one is my book club notebook, and this was primarily meant for book club. I did join a book club this year, and it was only supposed to be for those books, but I've branched out. Whatever book I'm reading, if I'm invested in it, I just take notes in here. The size of it is really nice. At first, I was a little bit uncomfortable with it because writing this way vertically was very restricting to have such tiny pages. So what I did the next time is I wrote horizontally. I started writing this way for the Midnight Library, and it was so much nicer. So now I'm adopting this way of writing it, and it feels a lot better. One thing that I do really like is when I'm on my Kindle, I can literally just open this up on top of my Kindle like this, and then I'll write on it, and it's super convenient. And the way that I like to carry these together is my housemate actually made this really cute crocheted Kindle cover, and that makes it even easier to carry. So I just put both of these inside. It's so cute and so easy to bring around, so I really like this combination. So something that I did in my old videos that I want to bring back is I end the video with quotes that I really like that relate to the video, as well as maybe some reflection questions. So the thing that I want to talk about the most, or something that's been on my mind, is the question, am I cognizant of what purchases are expanding my hobby as an art form versus leaning towards excessive consumerism? So I honestly feel like it's a bit of a pendulum swing for me. Sometimes I am very aware that I'm overspending, and so it swings into a way of excessive restriction. And I think that can kill your art form in a sense, or that can kill your joy, because if you have the means and you're being fiscally responsible, I think it's totally okay to splurge on your hobbies. Even if you're not financially stable, I think we deserve joy in our lives, and I think it's okay to buy a fountain pen or a notebook. But then sometimes I do swing way too far to the excessive consumerism portion of it, where because I've restricted myself for so long, then I explode and I buy like 700 journals and stickers and pens, and it's endless. And it feels like the momentum, when it builds, I just can't stop purchasing things. So, luckily, I don't get to that point too often, especially with this journaling hobby, since I honestly have written stream of consciousness journaling for so long. But sometimes I do get into those grooves where I just want to buy every single thing, especially I've been consuming a lot of hauls. So I just want to keep that in mind. I don't think that's a question we can answer really. I think it's more food for thought. It's kind of like if you feel yourself being a bit too restrictive, it's totally okay to buy something new because I think it inspires art flow and inspiration. And they're literally tools for you in order to create art. But also just be mindful. And then another question is, in what ways has this hobby provided joy? So I kind of just wanted to lean more so towards gratitude, that I have something I can fall back on when times are rough. And I've honestly done that for my journaling. Anytime I felt very negative, I would turn to journaling my thoughts. And junk journaling is a really new joy that I have because I think it's brought connection, since I've done junk journaling with a friend, and it brings connection even in terms of watching videos and commenting on people's videos on stationery. And one of my coworkers is actually really into fountain pens too, because it was on her algorithm. So I love talking about stationery with other people, and I'm just really grateful for that. And I also love that it's a hobby that I can do at home or with others. So it's something that I can keep private to myself, but I can also extend it to a community. The last question is, what are ways I can share and give back? So, one thing that I did in the past that I really want to do again is I shared my journaling hobby with my friends. It was my birthday, but I wanted it more so to be a place where my friends can get together and celebrate each other, and I wanted to share my love for journaling. So what I did is I had a craft party and I gave everyone a craft journal. These are really cheap, guys. It's like $1. And I bought the sticker packs, the sticker books that I showed you earlier, and I spread them on the table, and we went ahead and decorated our journals, and I gave them some journaling prompts. And we actually filled out one journal together, and I'm going to grab it right now. Okay, so I had this life advice booklet, and I taped this on there, glue tape. It did not last, and I had them fill out their life advice. So we were kind of mini journaling together. And I told them that I was going to scan it into a PDF and send it to everyone. Did I do that? Not yet. Has it been almost a year? Yes. So I'm actually going to do that right after this. But it was so fun to share that with other people. And a lot of them actually came up to me and said, "Whoa, wait, I actually like doing this because it kind of empties the mind and it's something fun." And it brought me so much joy to share it with other people. Okay, that was a lot of yapping. That was a lot of chit chat. But I do want to end it with several quotes. I am a quote girly. I love going on Pinterest. I love TikTok. I love writing quotes down. And here are the ones I've picked. I am created to create. I saw this on Instagram. Don't really know who said that, but I like it. I'm so wildly interested and in love with so many things. Color only lives in a relationship, never alone, always next to something. The next quote is, I can achieve my wildest creative dreams by going slow and resting quite often. So I've always been the type of person who's a very slow person who's not type A. I love to dilly-dally. I don't like to feel uncomfortable. I don't like to feel rushed or pushed. I'm just not type A in any sense. But this quote, I think it was from Pinterest as well. I just like how true it is. I think we can use our natural personality, whether it be type A or type B, someone that lives really fast with momentum, or someone who's a lot slower. Either way, we do need rest, but I think we tend to praise those who are type A more so than type B, and I just like this reminder. Okay, last one, and I won't have an analysis on it, but I think this was from the book braiding sweetgrass. The most important thing each of us can know is our unique gift and how to use it in the world. In reciprocity, we fill our spirits as well as our bellies. Like, girl, that's so cool. I love that. I think it is very meaningful to take something that you're good at and try to give back with it. And she does a lot of speak on reciprocity, which I really appreciate. And I have not finished the book, so I need to finish that book. But that's it. I hope the end portion was enjoyable. I really love talking about things a little further because I know that this is a stationery haul, but at the same time, there's got to be layers to it. I don't know, there's so much meaning to the stationery and the hobby. And whether you have literally a piece of paper and pen or an entire craft room of supplies, hopefully you have a lovely time exploring this hobby or whatever other hobbies you have. I gotta go. I've been speaking a lot. Bye.